this week at Buffalo Wild Wings in Savage. Doors open at 8 a.m. ahead of a live 90-minute broadcast with PA, charge, and a cast of characters. Find a full list of dates and locations on KFAN.com. Make the keyword events.
Man, we are having some deep discussions over here.
Uh-oh.
So you just sent me this list, right? And
Yeah.
I'm just kind of scrolling through these 20 scary
I'm going to send it to you,
theories.
Zacho, so you can put it on the Power Trip page. Is that okay, bud? Can you do that for me?
Number 6, I just heard Conan talking about the other day on his podcast. Him and the two people that he does his podcast with.
Okay.
Matt Gorley and Sona?
And Sona, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They were talking about number 6, which is basically that if the theory is that if artificial intelligence ever becomes self-aware, right, understands exactly where that it will retroactively punish people who didn't help get it to be in existence. And that's number 6 on this list.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that it's basically, right now they're not capable of understanding that, but when they are, they're going to be very mad at the ones who didn't help them get there.
Right.
And I believe Conan was basically saying "F you, AI." He was willing to take a stand and say he's not
He's
not
so
too
good.
worried about it.
He's better as a podcaster even than he was as a talk show host. I love him, man.
I worship
guy.
Conan. He's like a top 5 guy for me all
He's
the time.
so good, yeah.
Yeah. So this article we're talking about, by the way, I just sent it to Zacho to put on the Power Trip page. It's 20 scariest theories known to man. And Carly, there's this one that we were literally just discussing it over here. About it's called the Fermi paradox, and I'll explain it the best way I can, but I'm not very smart. If there was an anthill beside a 10-lane freeway, would the ants even know the freeway exists? And if you were one of the beings on the freeway and you decided you saw the anthill and you stopped and pulled over, could you explain to the anthill the internet, or would you just keep on going? And what if we're the ants on the anthill?
It's like the Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? What if the other beings in the universe are so far advanced, they don't even recognize we exist because we're little more than ants to them?
That's frightening.
I know, it's fascinating.
It's fascinating, but it is. It's
your
like a
brain
Rod
hurt, too.
Serling-ish kind of scenario.
And to Chris's point, all these theories aren't, haunted houses. These are all kind of conceptual things that are fun to think about because you can't necessarily disprove any of these. They're just interesting theories. But they're all just kind of terrifying when you think about them. But
Keep going.
The theme in all of these is we're all infinitely insignificant.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Well,
that is the
that's
theme in all
for
of these.
sure.
Is they're all very aware that none of this matters.
No.
Whatever one of these is correct, we're all worthless.
Yeah.
So just have fun and go home.
Yeah, exactly. So just that takes the pressure off, man.
Yeah, just enjoy.
do your
It
best.
does.
and
Don't do something crazy like get married and just have as much fun as you possibly
doesn't
can.
matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Or do it 9 times if it's fun. Whatever you
just
want. I
in
don't
this
care.
realm.
Just be happy. Try anyway. Take a deep breath and realize that you got to see the sunset. That was fun. And their girls are soft, and I like them.
Oh, wow.
Girls are soft.
going to be used for something else.
This got weird.
I did not say it that way.
exactly how
No,
you
I did not. That was
you sound to the
I
rest
didn't
of
sound like
us.
no, I
Yes,
did not.
you did.
At least I wasn't creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Are there more of these?
There's
Oh,
20
there's
of them.
20
A
of them.
couple
And
of them
they're-
stand out.
Again, most of them are just.
I like the anthill one.
It's just insanity. But
Yeah.
Yeah, this quantum suicide, quantum immortality.
Yeah, that
was
one.
insane.
Oof.
Can I look at him yet?
yeah, go ahead.
You want? Oh, okay. I thought you were going to have him read one, but
Yeah, he can just pick one
oh my.
and then try to
this'll
explain
be
it to
fun.
us.
Oh my God, that would be better. You know what? That may take a segment. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm saying maybe really try to read one and then really think through your explanation.
Okay.
Yeah, do the one that Max just referenced, the quantum suicide, quantum immortality one. Read that one while I do sports, and then in about 5 minutes, you don't even comment on sports. For the next 5 minutes, read it again,
Wait.
retain it, and
So
then
you're telling me
share
not
with the
to
class.
listen to you.
I'm telling, don't listen to me. Just study that 3 paragraphs for the next 5 minutes, and then you're going to explain it to the class. Because I haven't read that one yet. So I'm going to be hearing it. Carly hasn't read it. Rosie hasn't read it. And then you can explain it to us like we've never heard
We're
it.
going
because
to
we
believe
haven't.
whatever you tell
You're a
us.
professor.
Yes, you're going to teach it to us.
Professor
And the
Meat Sauce.
listeners. Here we go.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Let's go, builders and remodelers.
Zion Williamson scored a career-high 43, and the Pelicans came all the way back to beat the Wolves 119-118. 33 points in the second half for Zion Williamson, including the final 14, which was a Pelicans franchise record for most points consecutively to end a game.
D'Angelo Russell basically described Zion as Derrick Henry running through the middle of a football field. I mean, he's loose. He's unstoppable. He's a train, runaway train coming at you. But he also made a couple 3-point shots, and the Wolves just, they had Edwards took a shot at the end, which could have won the game, but he was well defensed, right, Max? I don't know.
Yeah, it was good defense.
It was good
Pelicans
defense,
part.
but they had enough other chances, and that's one of those games that they just can't let slip away against a quality opponent when they have an opportunity. They led most of the game, like the Miami game. They're just not finishing these games right. So I don't know.
Disaster. Yeah. The Pinstripe Bowl is today at 1 o'clock right here on the Fan. The Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. The Gophers are 11-point favorites.
Yeah, it'll be. Again, it's more for the television bit, and PJ's had a lot of success in these games, and I think that the question will be, and I think knowing his relationship with Tanner Morgan, that he'll get him a chance to play, maybe even finish the game as he should. Because the game, again, the big picture doesn't mean a lot at all. But I hope Tanner gets a chance to finish his career on the field is where he deserves to be. So we'll see how that works out. Wild hosts Dallas tonight, 7 o'clock right here on the Fan. Wild coming off a win against Winnipeg. Dallas is one of the best teams in the league. Carly, last night I saw that your Penguins blew a lead, right? Lost in overtime, but your guys scored a couple of goals. But that was a painful loss.
That was 4-0, I think, going into the second.
Oof.
And it was just downhill.
But they lose 5-4, I think, in overtime. Yeah,
Carly
in
was
overtime. Nice to get a point, but it's a bummer to have these last two losses.
Yeah.
Carly was just telling me during the commercial break what a great opportunity your family has playing at Fenway Park in the
Winter Classic
Winter
is this
Classic.
weekend.
That's oh man,
That's pretty cool.
That's really
so
cool.
Games at Fenway Park, and we get to do a family skate the day before, so that'll be really fun.
And you mentioned during the break that it's Jan 2nd, and I asked why. I thought it was always January 1st, but then Sauce made the point, and he's got to be correct, that that's NFL Sunday this year, right? New Year's Day lands on a Sunday, and even the NHL's like,
it's all out of whack.
You can't compete with
if we put the Winter Classic on Jan 1, no one's going to see it. So they're going to put it on Jan 2. That makes sense.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, we're excited.
Who do they play?
Boston.
They're playing at Fenway Park.
Duh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why I thought for whatever reason it was a neutral site,
Get
but
to
that
see
makes no sense.
Charlie.
Right. So
Charlie
exactly. There you go.
Charlie.
The guys are back
Charlie.
together.
Yeah.
Suns guard Devin Booker out at least 4 weeks with a left groin strain. 27 and change a game for Devin Booker this year. He was like a top 5 front runner for MVP, give or take. 2 50-point games. He was in the conversation, but he's out a month.
At least, yeah.
Yep. What else we got? Derek Carr benched and stepping away from the Raiders. He doesn't want to be a distraction, so he's not just getting benched. He's just leaving the Raiders the rest of the season.
But more importantly, how is his brother?
His brother David is
his
on
brother
TV
David
all the
is how
time.
is he doing?
He's doing great. He's still breathing.
Great.
Yep.
Good to know.
Gopher basketball versus Alcorn State was canceled due to travel issues. It was going to be at Williams Arena today. It will not be rescheduled. So the next game, Jan 3 in Wisconsin to take on the Drunken Scotties.
Do they?
I have a trivia question for all of you, by the way. Go ahead, ask
Were
the
they
question
booked
first.
on Southwest Airlines?
Yeah,
Probably.
thanks a lot, Southwest Airlines.
No, I've heard the name Alcorn State forever.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that where? Didn't Steve McNair go to Alcorn
went there.
State?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
I had to look it up because I didn't know. I want to see if any of you do. What state is Alcorn State in?
I have no idea.
I didn't either. I looked it up yesterday.
I would guess Ohio, but that's probably wrong.
Rosie guesses Ohio. Carly.
It sounds like it would be Ohio. I have no idea.
Illinois.
Carly guesses Illinois. Hawk.
I don't know why I'm thinking Georgia.
Georgia. Max, you know?
I swear I did when I used to do the overnights. I'm going to say like Arkansas. I don't know.
Arkansas. Sauce, are you listening at all? Are you
I
still
thought
reading?
Ohio's a
Sauce is
I
still reading the
wanna
bit.
guess.
Zach.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. That's a bad guess.
Oh, where was born?
So Ohio, Illinois, Georgia, Arkansas, New Hampshire. A couple of you were geographically
Is it
close.
Tennessee?
No.
Kansas.
Wow, none of us got it right.
Mississippi.
Oh, boy.
Mississippi is
Whoa,
the right
we were
answer. It's
close.
Mississippi.
Oh,
I had no idea.
no.
Right? When did Steve McNair play there? 96 or something? So 25, give or take, years I've heard of Alcorn State. Never once looked it up until yesterday. Now everybody learned something today. That's in Mississippi.
Great.
All right, Sauce, you ready? Here we go. Sauce is going to explain quantum suicide and quantum immortality. One of the scariest theories in the history of Earth. Sauce, how does it work?
So,
Oh my
I got to
God.
turn my mic on. I had everything off so I could pay attention. So it's about if you sit down with a gun and the gun is connected to a quantum machine, and if the quantum particle spins clockwise when you pull the trigger, the gun fires. If it spins counterclockwise, it's loaded, fully loaded with everything. It doesn't do anything. It just clicks. But if you go back basically to the beginning of it, I actually don't really know. It's super complicated in the fact that, like,
What's a quantum machine?
I have no idea, but it's all about a quantum particle. And if it spins clockwise, the gun fires. If it goes the other way, it doesn't fire. But every time you pull the trigger, you are basically, the reality splits. Wherever it's going, it splits multiple times. So if you go back and it goes the other way, and let's say when it goes counterclockwise, it fires, and if it goes clockwise, it doesn't fire, are you really dead? Something like that. Honestly, I don't really get it. And I read it like 10 times.
Pure gibberish.
I don't get it.
My nephew Daniel is studying quantum mechanics at the University of Wisconsin.
Flying tonight on a plane.
Maybe I should just
Oh,
ask
that's
him.
sad. I mean, Max,
that
did
wasn't
you
right.
read it?
Yeah, I read it.
What does it mean?
Max, give us the gist of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically saying that there's an infinite amount of possibilities depending on which way the bullet would fire. And every time the bullet fires, technically you're both alive and dead at the same time. And that the universe splits apart every time that the bullet would fire. And if it goes one way, it could keep going that way in theory forever. But if it goes the other way, like if it fired once, it'll fire again and again and again and again and again. But if it doesn't,
Isn't this a very specific way of just saying this is the butterfly effect? That there's just multiple like universes based on whether or not every decision is made every second of every day?
Yeah,
right, because
basically,
everything
yeah,
splits. At all
Everything
times.
splits everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get it now?
Not really.
Okay, me neither. What about you, Rose?
No, I have no idea.
Okay.
I knew we were in trouble when he said if you hook up a gun to a quantum machine.
No, that's what it says, though.
I know.
That's how the thing
right,
starts.
but I'm saying I knew you were in trouble.
I
When
have
you
no
could
idea.
Clearly, were
I don't
just
know what any of
repeating what
this
you were
stuff-
reading.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
either,
Yeah,
so
this stuff's way above.
You're in
Yeah.
good company.
But that's the point. Is all of these theories are above most of our heads, unless you're Stephen Hawking or my nephew, right? Otherwise, the rest of us don't understand.
Or your
what they-
dad. Your dad would get it, right?
Not anymore.
20 years ago?
20 years ago, no doubt. My dad could have explained it. Now he'd be like, "What time is it?"
As Hockey said, I would like you to read it and you explain it, because you could explain it better than any of us could.
No, Max did fine.
Oh.
I don't understand this stuff.
I mean, I was partially right what Max was saying.
Yeah, you said the thing about the gun. That was right.
I'm still confused on what a quantum machine is.
Right.
I don't know. That's the only part I remember.
It's got like
Yeah.
chips and Pop-Tarts and gum and stuff.
God, that'd be great.
That'd be cool.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got to do a KOC press conference. The three of us had a chance to go to the CCO yesterday and
Yeah,
talk
hell
to
yeah.
KOC. Let's do that when we come back, shall we?
Yeah.
This is the Power Trip Morning Show
On the fan. KFAN Total Traffic.
From the Quick Trip Traffic Center, I'm Chris Addison. Here's a look at the road. Starting off with a spin-out crash southbound Highway 100 near 42nd Avenue. That one's into the right ditch. Then we have a stall as well for Minnetonka northbound 494 near Stone Road. That one you'll find off to the right. No issues with delays there. That's traffic on the fan. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Save big store-wide at the truckload event at Lowe's happening now. For a limited time, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories. Shop the event in-store or online today. Valid 12/29 through 1/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com. It's island time. Get down there. Maybe for New Year's, get down there today. Maybe you don't work tomorrow. Make today an island day at the Treasure Island Resort and Casino. But if you can't get down there in the next couple days, lots in the next handful of months to do at Treasure Island Resort and Casino, like Hawk's all-time favorite band, Warrant. Warrant's going to be singing Cherry Pie and more on Saturday, March 25th, along with Lita Ford. So you can see Lita Ford and Warrant by getting tickets now at TICasino.com. Again, they're going to be at the island on Saturday, March 25th. In June, on Saturday, June 3rd, at the Island Event Center at Treasure Island, Minneapolis' own Morris Day and the Time going to be there. You could see them by getting tickets now as well at TICasino.com. So whether it's in the next couple days or any of those shows, make sure you get a hotel room as well when you get those tickets. You can book a room at TICasino.com and learn more about their bowling alley, their their water park, their spa, To-Do Steakhouse, and much, much more. And, of course, all the gaming options. It's Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com.
Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With car prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Don't miss out for 2022. Donate at carsforkids.org and your car can be picked up tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2022.
Hey, it's Corey Coe. Finding the right exercise equipment was incredibly frustrating until I found Push Pedal Pull. The big box stores? Well, as they say, you get what you pay for. And good luck finding anyone who can answer questions. And because most of the industry's best fitness equipment is exclusively available only at Push Pedal Pull, the selection and quality was amazing compared to other places. Their trained and certified consultants were incredibly helpful, and now I love my elliptical and my rower. To learn more and find the location of their nearest store, go to pushpedalpull.com. Push Pedal Pull, your exercise equipment experts.
If you're looking for a personal watercraft or pontoon, stop into Towsley Motorsports in White Bear Lake. Between January 10th through the 14th, Towsley Motorsports, the Midwest's largest personal watercraft dealer, is making its own waves this year and having a free admission boat show. You can check out the full lineup of 2023 Sea-Doos, from the fun-filled Spark to the King of the Water 300 horsepower RX-PX and the newest 2023 Sea-Doo Switch pontoon. They are all on display indoors at Towsley Motorsports. Towsley is Minnesota's newest Manitou pontoon dealer. Come see the new revolutionary design. Towsley has been selling fun since '71. Stop in January 10th through the 14th and reserve your new Sea-Doo watercraft and register to win a 2023 Spark. We will have free food and beer available Tuesday and Wednesday from 2 to 8 p.m. wherever you live. It's worth your trip to Towsley Motorsports in White Bear Lake.
Bradshaw and Bryant seeking justice for the injured. Online at minnesotapersonalinjury.com.
From the Evans Transportation Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
Fan forecast.
Patchy fog, then a wintry mix today. High of 34, dropping down to 14 tonight with snow.
Taco Bell has $2 grilled chicken burritos that come in 2 bold flavors, Chipotle Ranch and Salsa Verde. They're bursting with grilled chicken and delicious sauces. Get your $2 grilled chicken burrito at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only, while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
The Gophers take on Syracuse in the Pinstripe Bowl today at 1 on the radio home for Gopher Sports, FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Touchdown, untouched!
Yeah, go Gophers. Final Power Trip Morning Show of the year. And once again, in case I don't get a chance to say it a little bit later, thank you all for listening to the year, and to all the years, but thank you for supporting us on our little journey that is the Power Trip Morning Show. Rosie, thank you for being a part of it. Carly, always thank you for coming in off the bench from time to time. We appreciate having you here all the time.
It's our dysfunctional family, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Love to be a part of it.
This is the family you choose, right? I love it.
Absolutely.
Love it, love it, love it. So thank you all out there for listening to us. It matters. It really does. Take care of yourselves, if you would, please. Not everybody gets a chance to speak with the head coach of the Vikings one-on-one. You know what I mean? So
no, but we do every week. And Sauce, man, you hustled back from your engagement trip up north just to hang out with us at TCU yesterday.
I was glad to be there, man. It's always fun. It's the highlight of my week.
The highlight of your week talking to KOC.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good for you, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a Power Trip press conference, and it starts now.
And now, it's time for a Power Trip press conference.
KOC, man, how you doing? Happy holidays to you. That's Paul. That's Hawk over there. Of course, Sauce just got engaged. Congratulations to Paul. Hi, Paul.
Thanks, Katie.
Kevin, speaking of engagements, I know I can be socially awkward, but when we saw Rosie for the first time since he got engaged, everyone here was hugging him, congratulating him. I'm not much of a hugger, so I had no idea really where to touch him.
Under his belt where he can feel good.
That's very sweet.
I had no problem with that.
Get out of here, Rosie.
Rosie, why are you at the press conference, man?
I'm leaving.
Hey, Coach, it's good to see you, man. Like Corey said, hopefully you had a great holiday weekend. What's something Abbott has never said about Zach?
I've got a ton of respect for him.
Yeah.
Coach Chris Hockey, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you for letting us do this every week. Appreciate it. Asking for a friend, what's the best way to handle erectile dysfunction?
Acknowledge the difficulty.
Admitting it is step one.
Okay, yeah. All right, thank you for that. Appreciate
Then
you.
you can move on. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Kevin, some bad news. We just found out that Zach Halverson cannot make Power Trip Vegas this March, so the bus trip to Planet 13 is going to have to happen without him.
Hopefully that means that there's some open grass for somebody else.
Plenty to go around at Planet 13.
Hey, Coach, Rosie told me that he always finds himself pleasuring himself when he's on his phone. But now when he gets on his phone, he puts oven mitts on to slow down his problem. Do you think that'll work?
I think it can help.
Oh, good.
He cares about you, Rosie.
That's really good thinking.
What have you ever mitts on now?
Wow, that's really good. Hey, speaking of marijuana, Zach is always talking about how Abbott harshes his buzz. But that's kind of an old school way of saying it. What's a cool way to say somebody's harshing your marijuana buzz?
Stepping on the grass.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like that. It's kind of good.
We'll have to ask Zach tomorrow when we see him if that's the case.
Yeah.
And Max. Hey, KOC, when great radio producers like Gary Delabate, Baba Booey book a guest, do they lock in a specific date and time, or do they just assume that the guest is going to
No, I don't think they assume.
See, Sauce, I told you.
You don't just assume, man.
Just assume.
I'm sorry about that. Hey, Coach, if you were Hockey's sister's doctor, what's the first thing you'd ever do?
Tightening things up here and there.
Oh,
he's perverted.
Gross.
Coach, I often see you make confused faces when Sauce is asking you these questions. Do you ever understand what he's saying?
It's a challenge.
Hey, KOC, speaking of Sauce.
I'm right here, KOC.
Speaking of Sauce, if the Power Trip was at a lake down on one of those long ladderless docks, what would happen if Sauce fell in?
It'd be hard to get him out, truly.
That's real. It's like you've seen me in the lake. Hey, Coach, what did all of my teachers say when I handed them a finished test?
That may involve a lot of corrections.
That's great. Hey, Coach, what's the best time to pick your nose?
When no one's watching.
Yeah, he's right.
There's never a bad time to pick your nose. Get in there and get it over with.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
KOC, a lot of people have been commenting all of the Power Trip guys this week did not get down on one knee to propose, but lost in all of that, the knee gate. What did you think of Sauce's wearing of a hooded Al's Breakfast sweatshirt during his proposal?
Let's just call it a less than ideal look.
How would you describe a look similar to that?
A 4-quarter outfit.
Oh, that's generous.
Hey, Coach, last one for me. I heard you and Rosen over the holiday watched Marley and Me. How did that go?
We joked and laughed.
Rosie!
Wow.
Why did you laugh at that?
Coach, last one for me as well, and thank you for this. I appreciate it. You listen to the Power Trip Morning Show now all the time, and I feel like you have a skewed idea who I am. For instance, how often do you think I masturbate?
Continuously.
Oh, my God.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Yeah, okay, you got it. I guess you're right then. Never mind, Coach.
Wow.
And
see.
That's it. Last one of the year.
No, we'll have one next year, right?
Oh,
Of this year.
This season.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah?
can I please have your attention?
No, what is it?
All right. Everybody calm down.
What?
Hooters is not closing because millennials don't like boobs.
Boobs.
That was the big story
Did
yesterday.
you guys see that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Twitter fell for the bait. I don't know how it gets started. Who knows how these things get started? But at some point,
Some masturbator.
right?
Yeah, man.
Hooters had to come out and say, no, we're not closing. The hot hoax that was going around yesterday, Rosie and Carly, was that they were going to shut down and rebrand because, quote, millennials aren't that into boobs.
How about wings? Do they like wings?
They would have to call themselves butts, from what I can see on the internet.
But that was all, again,
Millennials
another...
seem to like those on
They
Instagram.
love butts.
So it's not over for Hooters. They're not shutting down.
Well,
They're not
that's good
rebranding,
news.
and there's no proof that millennials are out on boobs. Not yet, at least. Who knows? Maybe when AI takes over. Not Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
Wow, he's buying it.
Taking over.
Yeah, so the Hooters hoax is just a hoax. Also, Sauce.
Yeah, Daddy.
I mean, an apology is probably in order.
For me?
Oh, no.
You're going to apologize to me?
All the way around. You
Yeah, you-
apologizing to the world.
Me?
What did you do?
You said that Avatar was going to be a gigantic bomb. Avatar is the fastest film this year to $1 billion. It took just 14 days, $1 billion globally. Wow. It took Top Gun 31 days to get to $1 billion, and it took Jurassic World Dominion 4 months.
Isn't that horrible?
Awful.
People
film.
saw that movie.
I saw
Hockey
it with
said
my daughter.
even Hockey said it was horrible.
I love every Jurassic Park movie.
Hockey hated it.
The first one is a 10 out of 10 for movie magic. It was so much fun. Jurassic World Dominion is just...
It's still great.
Oh,
All
God.
of them are great.
Either way,
Love them.
I liked Avatar 2 more than most people. I thought it was very fun. $1 billion now. I think it's 300 and change domestically and 600 and change for a little over a billion total.
Wow, I'm not taking anything away from it. I think there's a thirst for just to get back to the movie theater and for people and families. And you took your daughter, I know. But there's been such a dearth of blockbuster movies to go and see that I'm not suggesting that this wouldn't do well, but I think it's like, wow, we can gravitate to see this movie because we just have not been back to the movie theater in 2.5, 3 years many times. People haven't. And I think this is a good example of that. Just a good fantasy getaway.
And look, there's no stopping this train, but since Max and Hawk and I all saw the Banshees of Inisherin, I still think movies like that in the next 3, 4, 5 years are just never going to be in the theater again.
Probably not.
As good of a movie as that was, there's zero need
to be there for it.
To see that in the theater.
Yeah, it's sad. I know.
It's sad, but
it's just a reality.
But then the opposite is what I just said. Avatar, Top Gun, Jurassic World.
Right.
Those are movies that probably are half as good on your couch.
No question
the
about
new
it.
Ant-Man will be incredible, and that'll crush.
I got to tell you, dude, the Ant-Man Quantum Mania, whatever the hell it was called, there was the trailer before I saw Avatar 2.
No.
It just looks like the same Spider-Man. What is it? What was the Spider one called?
No Way Home.
Yeah, is that the one that was like with the quantum realm and he's jumping back and forth and there's different dimensions?
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse.
No, the last one. You had it right.
Oh, okay.
The one where there's like 6 different Spider-Mans and they're jumping
there's
realms
only
and
3.
stuff. Whatever. My point is
I like that one.
am I the only one that's completely bored with alternate universes and there's multiple Spider-Mans and stuff? Who gives a rat's ass? Carly, your hands up.
No, I was just agreeing with you that I'm bored with it.
It's so boring.
Buckle in because that's the whole next big thing about Marvel. The whole next 2 phases is going to be all multiverse.
And the people who are making those decisions, the studio bosses, all are green lighting it because they feel that's the moneymaker
there. And they're just going to cash in once they make the big Avengers movies. They're going to have every person that's ever been a Marvel superhero on screen is going to be in that movie more than likely because they're going to just have all the multiverses combined into one. It's just going for the nostalgia factor right now.
Think of it like this: like if Spider-Man's walking down the street. And then he hooks up a gun to a quantum machine. If Spider-Man takes a left with the quantum machine, then story A happens. If he takes a right with the quantum machine, never mind, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's what I did. Just quit. See, it's easier just to quit.
The only reason I'd watch is for Groot. Groot's the cutest thing.
Multiple Groots. How many Groots do you want? I don't know. And the Ant-Man trailer, as much as I love Paul Rudd, it just... It's so much freaking green screen. It just looks so lame.
But here's what'll happen though. Like they had, what were the ones, Max, that bombed the Eternals bombed.
The Eternals,
but it's not going to slow them down. The next few movies that are going to come out are going to crush. The Ant-Man movie will crush.
Guardians
3 will crush. All those Avengers movies will crush. Any of them that are going to come out. They even a bomb doesn't slow Marvel down. Because people, they're 9 for 10. Even Thor sucked, but it crushed in the box office. Nothing's going to slow them down. The only way they stop is when they stop making them. They're too many people you're too pot committed at this point.
Yeah, and they haven't even introduced the X-Men or the Fantastic Four yet, so it's not slowing down anytime soon. And they're even making more and more shows. It's just going to be. Like I've said before, there's just going to be like 3 or 4 different levels of Marvel. There's going to be space hero Marvel. There's going to be on the street Marvel, Avengers Marvel. There's just going to be a lot. It's not going to be as focused as it was before.
They'll bring back Tony Stark. He'll show up again. He's too valuable to the bit. He'll be back.
One
100%.
of those two, him or Chris Evans will be back, if not both.
Yeah, they'll both be back.
It's comic
for sure.
books. People die and come back all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, all I'm knowing is I'm just so excited. I know Carly, you are too, that it looks like we're going to finally get that 3rd National Treasure movie.
About time.
I'd rather watch that.
I would too.
I really would too.
Hey, Hawk, can I ask you a quick question?
Independence and nationalism.
And this is not a joke. Did Did you watch The Whale? Have you
I haven't
seen that yet?
No,
Okay.
I haven't watched that yet, but I'm
I don't know
looking
anyone who
forward
has.
to it.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser, right?
Yeah, right.
I bet it's on Apple TV.
I need a
Seems
day
so
when I can
sad.
cry all day.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I feel like I need to be in the right headspace. for
Yeah,
that one.
exactly. Yep. I still haven't seen Glass Onion, but everybody's raving about that.
Have you seen it, Cor?
No, but my wife and mother-in-law watched it and really
They didn't
liked
want
it.
you to watch it with them?
Of course not.
Yeah.
Man, they hate you.
Did we just meet?
I mean, no, we've known each other for a while.
All right, one final segment of the Power Trip Morning Show with Carly Zucker and Mark Rosen. After this on The Fan.
The can't-miss music event of the year is coming to the CW.
The 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars in all of music.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Vegas? Make some noise! I don't know if y'all ready for this one.
All hosted by Ryan Seacrest from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Don't miss our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Tomorrow night and Saturday night at 7 on the CW.
The Fan, along with Adams Pest Control, want to help put $1,000 in your hand. Starting Tuesday on The Fan.
Does your job suck? Find a career you'll love at adamspestcontrol.com. Work independently without being chained to a desk. Great pay, great benefits, no experience required. Go to adamspestcontrol.com for details.
When you open up a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, you're unlocking potential. The potential to do your own thing. Be your own boss. Steer your own success. Blaze your own trail. Each and every Sprinter van built, designed, and equipped to let you hit the open road and take on any goal. To help you follow your passions, reawaken that spirit of adventure, check all of those big, bold, exciting experiences off your bucket list. Owning a Sprinter van lets you live, work, and play out your dreams wherever they take you. 16 body types, a choice of gas or diesel engine, thousands of ways to customize. It's capable and versatile enough to help drive your ambitions. And now you could win your own Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van customized by Gretsch RV by entering the Dan Patrick Show's Ultimate Fan Van Sweepstakes. To enter, get official rules, visit danpatrick.com for your chance to win the Sprinter van. So go ahead, now's the time. Unlock your potential inside a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van.
BetOnline.net is your #1 source for sports betting info, stats, news, and analysis. Get all the latest odds and trends for every professional and amateur league out there. From football to basketball to soccer and esports. We've got it all at BetOnline.net. And if you love sports podcasts, you can find those at BetOnline as well. We're always the fastest and easiest way to get your betting fix. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to learn more. BetOnline, where the game starts.
Start the new year off with Family Dollar. Stock up on brands like Hawaiian Punch, General Mills, and Red Baron. Plus, keep things clean and organized with all Snuggle, Purex, and an array of storage items. Family Dollar, helping you do more.
Hi, it's Chris Hockey at Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. Giving you a few more days to get in for a quote. I'll tell you what, if you do that now, you're going to get an even better deal than you normally get from Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. As I always tell you, they have the best prices going on windows, doors, siding, and roofing. If you book your consultation before the end of the year, they're going to give you an extra 5% off their already great offers. That's up to $400 off per window or door, plus an additional 5% off. That's right, an additional 5% off, plus great no or low interest financing options. Give you and your family the gift of comfort and savings this year. Just go to Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. Nobody does it better.
Spilled your milkshake? Quick, the quicker picker upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker. And each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading Ordinary brand. So you can get back to your milkshake.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than your
Bounty, the quicker picker upper.
Hello, this is Tom Lyons, host of today'sbusinessradio.com, inviting you to tune in for our executive summaries weekday afternoons on Barrero right after the top 5 at 5. You'll learn great business insights from Twin Cities businesses, MHS Insurance, and Phelan Partners Limited.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce for St. Croix Casino Turtle Lake. December football is heating up with the championships, the bowl games, and the playoffs. The best place to bet on all that is at the Book Sports Betting Lounge at St. Croix Casino Turtle Lake, the shortest sports betting drive from the Twin Cities. They have comfortable VIP seating, amazing food, and enjoy it all on 360-degree viewing on their giant HD TV. Straight bets, future bets, parlays, and right now, In the month of December, you can win up to $5,000 in Christmas cash. Find out more at GoPlayWin.com.
This is Dean from Wedding Day Diamonds. It's not a secret my family has been selling diamonds for over 40 years right here in Minnesota. We've been part of hundreds of thousands of special moments in our history. This year will be no different. I love this time of year, but I get it. It can also be stressful and financially challenging. That's why my dream team and I are bringing you easy ways to buy her diamond jewelry that will wow her. We have 5 special diamond pendants from our Fab 5 collection for just $179. $179 of pure brilliance. We have an unbelievable pair of half a carat total weight diamond stud earrings for just $379. Maybe this is the year you get her that 1 carat diamond ring for just $1,595. We have so many gifts to fit your budget, from $149 up to many thousands. And it's easy with our no money down, no interest financing. Shop online at weddingdaydiamonds.com/holiday deals or in our 9 showrooms.
What's all the racket? Whoa! Wait, what are you?
Feeling festive, little brother.
Come on, put a shirt on. What's with all these big chains?
You like that? Pronto Heating's beating back inflation with super low prices on new Bryant furnaces. Plus, 36-month, no interest financing.
Same as cash!
Woo! Come on, little brother. Show us your moves.
To the green! To the green!
Woo! Replace your older furnace
with the new energy-efficient communicating Bryant
at ProntoHeat.com.
O'Reilly. Don't risk getting stranded with a bad battery. Our professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free. If your battery does need to be replaced, we'll help you find the best battery for your vehicle and your budget. Don't wait until your battery is dead. Get it tested for free today at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Give you and your family the gift of comfort and savings this year with new windows from Builders and Remodelers.
You're listening live to The Power Trip on iHeartRadio and FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
8:35 Power Trip Morning Show, December 29th. Not only is it the final show of the year for the Power Trip, as we're off tomorrow, we are on 7 to 9 on Monday. Just 7 to 9.
7 to 9. You're probably going to be getting back pretty late from Green Bay.
That's right, yeah.
But we will react to the Vikings game 7 to 9 Monday, January 2nd.
That is correct. And of course, Rosie, you'll be on Mark Rosen Sports Sunday featuring Mark Rosen.
10 to 11 Sunday morning. We'll be originating from PCO Performance Center.
Do you like having your own show again?
It's not my own show.
Just
Thank
you?
you.
Just
No.
you and the TV?
Me and the TV, just me talking to the
camera.
TV.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just you and the camera.
I don't know who's going to be on that morning because the game doesn't start till 3:30. Ron Johnson will be there, but
what do you care as long as it's you?
Yeah.
It's your show.
I guess that's it.
The
I'll
rest of
just
us are
start.
watching for you.
Yeah, you finally get a chance to talk.
Yeah, man. It's all about you,
Not a
finally.
problem. Not a problem.
CBS this Sunday.
It is on CBS this Sunday.
But of course, right here on the Fan. I would guess the pregame show starts about 1:30 or so, probably. Anybody know?
I don't know.
I don't
Good
know
question.
either. Oh, thank you.
Speaking of pregames, Gophers are at 1. So, Sauce, you're saying PA following us 9 to 11.
I think he's
Vox in the box.
Vox in the box.
That's
yeah,
right,
so just
yeah.
9 to 11.
9
Yeah.
to 11 today.
With the Wild today, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, should we? Hey, can we do some headlines real quick? And I've got a bunch of stuff I want to blow out since the last show of the year.
Sure.
You okay with that?
Yeah, you lead the way, man.
Thank you.
Time now for headlines presented by Blue Ox Heating and Air.
Hi, Carly.
Hi.
You doing good?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Just hanging out.
Yeah?
Your voice sounds fine.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know what's going on with it.
I don't know. Tommy was really into it.
We kind
He
of like
was into a lot of things.
Yeah, are
he
you
had,
bathing?
that kid had a morning.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
Today was a day for Tommy.
Today's been a day.
You missed it, Rosie.
Oh,
you
I
missed
heard.
most of it.
I
You
heard.
missed most of the off-air stuff.
I'm
He was
not
having
saying.
He was having a day.
I did hear.
Whew, that off-air combo was something.
Yeah, that was a
story.
interesting conversation and scary.
Yeah.
The percentage of adults in the U.S. who say they drink alcohol averaged 65% over the past 2 years. That's according to a semi-annual poll from Gallup, which also found that 36% of respondents described themselves as, quote, total abstainers. Those numbers have been more or less consistent since the 1980s.
It has?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the 1970s, alcohol use spiked to 71%.
Jeez.
In 1958, the number dipped to 58%. So I guess you're drinking about the same amount.
I think the parents in particular, it was part of their daily ritual to have a cocktail at the end of their day.
Right.
A Manhattan. Those classic drinks that I'm not quite sure people have on a regular basis, but they'd mix themselves a drink every single night.
Conan just mentioned that on his podcast the other day. Third time we brought it up today. He said that he wished he was one of those guys who, as soon as he walked in the door, he poured himself some brown liquor and sat on the couch.
That's not me.
And me neither.
No, I think it was a generational thing, although I know a lot of people today that still enjoy doing that and can't really kind of take the edge off until they have a glass of wine. Whatever it is, it's fine.
Yeah. Do you drink a lot of wine there, Carly?
Not anymore. Not when Jason's
Not any less.
Yeah. Great point. No, when Jason's around, I'll drink more of it, but not really when he's gone.
Officials will be testing out what they are calling the airworthiness of confetti today in preparation for the big New Year's Eve celebration in Times Square. When the ball drops at midnight, some 3,000 pounds of confetti will be released on the revelers. Some of that confetti will have thousands of wishes from individuals who have submitted them at the New Year's Eve wishing wall, I should say, in Times Square.
Is that more or less confetti than usual?
I think that's a little more than usual. Yeah.
Anybody up on aisle 3.
Anybody ever been to New York City for New Year's Eve? You have?
I have.
And?
Well, I was a few blocks. I didn't want to get right in the middle of that mass of humanity because the claustrophobia would have kicked in.
Yeah, it sounds like hell on earth.
When you watch the people kind of crushed up against the security, of course. But we were there one year. It was festive, that's for sure. But I was about a block and a half. I went to see Whoopi Goldberg in a one-woman show that night, and then went down to Times Square, but kept the distance and then could escape before midnight. But I was there during the time people were gathering. It's pretty overwhelming.
Hard to pick up a hooker when there's that many people around.
Yeah, you and my dad had a tough time.
It wasn't that tough.
An accused Northern California serial killer is facing new charges.
Right.
Local authorities are adding 4 more murder counts after Wesley Brownlee was charged in October with 3. At the time, there was not sufficient evidence for the other charges. The additional murder counts announced Tuesday include 1 previously unreported death, bringing the total to 7 murders, and 1 attempted murder in Stockton. Thankfully, he's behind bars. Used an unserialized ghost gun in the attacks, just shooting random people.
That's how he did it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. At least they found him.
Yeah.
Goodness sakes.
One more off the street.
Yeah, man.
Are there a lot just walking around, Rosie?
Too many, probably.
Probably more than we would ever want to know.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Some of
Sadly.
them are getting away with it.
Yes, they
Just like
are.
I'm going to get away with my heist.
Yeah.
Wish you
And
well.
I
do.
promise you I will.
Carly, have you ever done psychedelic drugs?
That's a yes.
You didn't get the answer.
Are you still on them?
Are you currently on them?
Floating back down to earth.
I don't think so.
Well,
I mean,
psychedelic
what counts as a psychedelic?
Psychedelics.
Yeah, I don't know what counts as one.
Zach?
I would say
Give us
mushrooms.
Zach.
Yeah,
okay.
mushrooms, acid, LSD,
Then yes.
DMT.
He's just looking through his pockets right
Yeah,
now.
he's just telling you what he has.
pocket lands.
He's just telling you what he has for sale.
Yeah. Psychedelic drugs may be the next big thing in psychiatric treatment. A session at this year's Society for Neuroscience meeting in San Diego showed how psychedelic drugs can treat disorders such as anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Researchers said longevity is one of the benefits of psychedelics, and a single dose can be effective for months or even years. Most existing mental health medications need to be taken on an everyday basis, and if I miss one day, I go crazy.
I've heard this with mushrooms before.
Yes,
Yeah,
quite a bit.
Microdosing, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yep.
see that.
I need to try that. I want to microdose with mushrooms and do steroids.
Look, Chris, if we are just ants in an anthill on the side of a 10-lane highway,
Yeah.
what are you waiting waiting for? Do some mushrooms.
I can't find them.
Yeah.
Sauce can't get you steroids.
I ate an
Max
entire
and Zach
pizza.
can't get you mushrooms.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted mushrooms.
I mean,
I want a microdose.
Come on, I can get you that.
Max is like, why didn't you call me?
I
man?
want a microdose. I've already got a micro.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, most of us here go to the same meeting, Hawk.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Old news. Can I keep going there?
Of course. Sure, this is
good,
fire
good,
away.
good. Bend, Oregon police have arrested 2 people in connection with the burglary of a reptile store. Security video from the Reptile Zone, that's the name of the store, shows the suspects remove a window air conditioner and get inside. They stole 3 snakes, 2 frogs, a turtle, the business's tip jar, and other merchandise.
The business's tip jar?
I know,
Like,
that's
grab
going too
that.
far.
That's important. Besides the iguana they took.
I mean,
if they didn't kill those snakes, they're failures.
Yeah. Kill all of them.
So, by the way, real quick,
Yeah.
is there a lot more of the story or
No,
not?
no,
Okay.
they caught him.
About a week ago, we mentioned that the Pokemon theft in Forest Lake,
Sure.
that you guys had a 2-week or so bet on,
Yeah, that I lost.
that they never found that person.
Right.
Somebody emailed Chad Abbott. I don't know why they didn't just tweet us.
They did.
They
Oh,
did?
they did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I never saw it.
I didn't
Okay.
either.
Either
I
way,
didn't
so
see it
they
either.
emailed Abbott, and Abbott forwarded it to me, and it basically said they did catch those people. And by the way, the business thanks the Power Trip because a lot of people say, hey, we heard about this theft on the Power Trip show. So they gave us a tip of the cap. But I did a Google search for Pokemon Forest Lake theft update. I can't find anything on the old interweb. I'm not a great Googler.
Or if
Are
they're
we
witness protection.
100% sure that this was solved or someone was arrested?
Maybe it was the guy that did it.
I spent
Yeah, hey guys, we got him.
Throw me off the set.
I spent a half hour trying to find something on it, and I couldn't.
Right.
I
there
couldn't
would be
either.
a follow-up to it.
I found nothing, and it sounds like Zach looked for 30 minutes.
And
He found
Zach's
nothing.
a good Googler.
So if you
Thank you.
if you have any information that this person or people were arrested,
Couldn't you just reach out to Forest Lake PD?
yeah, we want to know.
Yeah.
Easy to do.
Yeah,
Were
please.
the Pokemon cards recovered? It was like $250,000 in cards.
Bother the
Internet.
police with that.
I mean, I would bet the show's lawyer knows the Forest Lakes attorney. I bet he could find out for us.
Yeah, I mean,
But I don't know where my dad is. Hawk, where's my dad?
Hold on one second. Oh, he's down at the bathroom.
I mean, should we just assume that they were arrested?
No, I don't think they assume.
Okay,
No,
let's
good
not
idea.
assume.
Yeah,
don't
Coach,
assume.
thanks for
Let's-
staying.
Man, thanks for still being here.
Let's wait for confirmation.
Yeah.
Either way, I want somebody to confirm it because that's fascinating that it somehow did not get into the news.
I want to know who did it.
What's the plan when you take those cards? Is there a black market for them? I mean, I don't-
man.
Is
for
that
sure.
now, Rosie?
My
yeah.
guess is, again, a smart thief, you got to wait. You can't just move them
No,
immediately. You got to
What a weird
strategically
thing to
dump
have
them
in
one
your
at a time.
possession.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. One more story for you, and I find this one fascinating. Taylor Swift's Midnight's album is breaking a vinyl sales record. It's the first to sell more records than CDs since 1987.
Wow.
Oh.
Midnight's is also the highest selling vinyl of the 21st century. It's estimated that 5.5 million vinyl LPs will be sold by the end of the year, which marks 15 consecutive sales growth years for vinyl records.
Is that
I never
right?
thought that would happen.
I didn't either. I think it's
That's
great.
incredible.
And I got to believe she's making way more money off those vinyl
Oh,
sales
yeah.
than she is
Oh, yeah,
off
for sure.
digital and CD. So good for her. And man, I'm into vinyl records now, man. I'm into it.
The sound
I
is
should
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Hang on to my laser disc player now.
You should.
Hockey has one of
In case
those.
that comes back around.
Yeah, man. Good idea.
Hey, Carly, do you remember when you filled in, was it a week or so ago when Parrish was gone and it was a Wednesday?
Yes.
And we got to the 8 o'clock hour and we didn't play any games. And I'm like, damn it, I
Yes.
promised Carly a game.
promised me
You sure did.
And now you're in today, and I completely
The
forgot.
whole town
man.
knows where this is going.
You think?
Yeah.
Was he even listening?
Was he even listening? Here we go.
Damn it. I was not.
So, Carly, how this game works
I
is
know.
we're going to ask Sauce questions that were all answered in this segment. And
Yes.
all we have to do is guess whether or not he was listening and can answer these questions. Again, this wasn't from 3 hours ago. These are from things that we just discussed in the last, 8 minutes.
Yeah. Got it.
8 or 9 minutes. Was he even
was who
listening? You.
Oh.
Question number 1. What drink did Rosie refer to as a, quote, classic cocktail?
Let's see.
Will he know that? What drink did Rosie refer to as a classic cocktail?
See, I think I remember this.
I don't think he knows.
No.
No, I don't. That's a pretty
I don't think
minute
so.
detail. Nope. I'm with you. No way.
I spit it up pretty quickly.
Okay. Max?
I'm saying no.
Zach?
Button bar and no.
Okay, I heard you say. I give you another button bar.
No
at the
one
end of the
believes
year.
that he has it.
Nope. Don't think he has it.
Question number 1.
Sauce, what drink did Rosie refer to as a classic cocktail?
Was it a martini? Was it a Manhattan?
It was a Manhattan.
That was my other
It
one.
was the
I
Manhattan.
thought it was one or the other.
It was a Manhattan.
I was that. Yeah, it was one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martini could have been a good answer too.
Yeah.
Question number 2.
Okay.
When does Carly claim she drinks more wine?
Oh, I think he's going to have that.
Question number 2.
When did Carly claim that she drinks more wine?
I don't remember this one myself.
Carly does. Max, yes or no?
I'm going to say yeah. I got faith in Sauce.
Zachary.
He listens when Carly talks, yes.
Oh, okay. That was very nice. Rosie?
No.
Yeah, I
You
think
say
he's
no.
got this.
Hawk?
I'm going to say no because I don't remember.
Okay, Carly.
I think yes.
You think
I think
he does? Sauce.
Question number 2.
The answer, I know the answer because it's the same time I drink more wine when Jason is in town.
When Jason is around is the right
Yes,
answer.
that's when I drink a lot of
He
wine.
drinks
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
wine when
Yeah.
Jason is around.
Yes.
Question number 3.
Sauce, how many pounds of confetti are they dropping on New York City?
No chance.
Nope.
I have
No
idea.
chance
Not
in
a
hell.
clue.
How many pounds? Rosie, yes or no? We just said this 6
I
minutes ago.
know. I don't think he will.
Carly, no?
Nope.
Obscure fact.
Hawk, no?
No chance in hell.
Max?
Yeah, that's the numbers. I don't think so.
Okay. Zach?
The numbers, Mason, no.
All right, everybody says no. Sauce shocked the world. How many pounds of confetti did Chris say they're going to drop on New York City?
200,000.
I have no idea. It was 3,000.
1,000.
I was close.
I was listening.
It was in the thousands.
Yeah, it was.
Question number 4.
Sauce, who is Wesley Brownlee?
Question number 4.
Who is Wesley Brownlee?
Oh, man.
This was discussed.
Yeah. I'm going to say yes.
So am I.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to go no.
All right, Carly is the detractor so far. Max?
Yeah, I'm going no.
Zach?
Nope.
Couple of yeses and a couple of no's.
Question number 4.
Sauce, who's Wesley Brownlee?
I'm going to guess an author.
Oh, my God. He's your wheelhouse.
He's a serial killer.
He's a serial killer. They arrested the guy.
3 minutes.
Oh, my God.
All right.
my gosh.
Is he the guy that was shooting?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Oh, my God. I thought for sure you'd remember
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
right. Your
I mean, technically, he might be he's an author of death.
He might write some notes.
Yeah.
Last one.
Question number 5.
So far, you're 1 for 4.
Yeah.
Question number 5.
The first one I knew. I just guessed.
Who did Mark Rosen said that he saw in New York City do a one-woman show?
Ooh.
Who did Mark Rosen say that he saw in New York City do a one-woman show?
Question number 5.
Rosie, yes or no? He's trying to poker face it over there. He's looking out the window. He's not making eye contact with any of
I think
you.
he's going to get it right.
Was Sauce even listening? You're saying he does
Yeah,
know.
I think he
Carly,
will.
yes or no?
I think he knows.
Carly says yes. Hawk.
I'm going to say yes on this as
Wow,
well.
3 yeses, a lot of confidence. Max.
I'm going no.
Max says no.
Not even
Zach.
giving it.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 yeses. Sauce. They're confident. The final question of 2022 of was he even listening?
Question number 5.
Who did Rosie say that he saw in New York City do a one-woman show?
Bette Midler.
He saw Whoopi Goldberg do a one-woman show. The only thing you got right is something you probably knew anyway.
Yeah,
That
'cause-
Jason's around. Carly drinks
Yeah,
more
well,
wine.
and I listen when Carly talks.
Aw.
0 for 4.
Sweetest thing ever.
Yeah, the
Tune me
first
out.
one, it was one or the other. I knew what he said. I just didn't know which one.
Yeah, Martini or Manhattan.
Yeah, it was one or the other.
Wow.
Whoopee.
I love that game.
Wow.
And my favorite thing is when you said we all know where this is going, you thought it was spell check
You
sauce.
are correct,
And
sir.
then when I said this, when I hit this button,
Was he even listening?
He pushed his chair back and he goes, I was not. I knew he was in huge trouble.
Yeah, I'm not
He hadn't
smart.
paid attention to one word that we said the entire segment. 1 for 5. Not a great way to
brilliant.
end the year. All right.
Yeah, I love that game, though.
Well
It's fun.
done,
I like that game, too.
Sauce.
See, that was for
I like
Carly.
that game.
She wanted one
great.
game. We played one game.
By the way, I specifically, because I was the one doing the stories, I specifically didn't say his name one time that entire time.
Sauce to get his attention?
Oh.
Because I didn't
Yeah.
want it to become about him.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right, because if he's engaged, he's
Right.
going to pay
Yeah, yeah,
attention.
for
but
sure.
if we just talk
But
about
I am
random stuff like
engaged.
serial killer Wesley Brownlee.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm not listening. No, I
How
was
many-
reading the quantum theory story.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Question number 3.
How many pounds of confetti are we going to drop at your wedding?
3,000.
Question number 1.
What drink will Mark Rosen have at your wedding?
Manhattan.
Question number 4.
Who is Wesley Brownlee and why do I hope he shows up to your wedding?
He shoots people.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. Last time this year, Rose, Vikes at Pack. Who you got and tell me why.
I like the Vikings because I think they're going to play loosey-goosey, and I think they want to end the Packers season. I like the way this team is going to react. Unlike the Lions game, when I picked Detroit, I think they're going to put the final nail in the coffin of the Packers on Sunday and win this game because it's important to them and to keep that second seed. I'm taking the Vikings.
Carly.
I think the Vikings will win this one. I think it'll be close, but I think the Vikings
Of course
will win. They're putting all the pieces together. They're in a good place. Going in strong.
Jefferson over or under 150?
Over.
Oof. Probably will.
So I have
He needs
confidence
close
in
to that, right, to keep on pace for 2,000.
Yeah.
What is he, two? I forget what he's short. 280?
Something like that.
290? I forget.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Please text me if I owe you money from a bet because I don't remember what
I'm the same way.
Power Trip Bets
Just
will
let me
tweet out
know.
all winners and losers.
Perfect. Thank you.
By the way, NFL.com has the power rankings. They have the Packers ahead of the Vikings. It just drives me.
It's
stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
just drives me.
ignored.
The Packers,
Clickbait.
it's like the
Power
49ers.
rankings are stupid.
The
I know
49ers
it.
have
It's clickbait.
The 49ers are good, but they're going to play Jarrett Stidham on Sunday and then a walkover the next week. The 49ers have beat up on bad teams.
Hey, as we go into the new year, again, thanks everybody for everything you've done for the show and for everybody out there listening. Do me a favor, follow at Rocket Club Band on Twitter. Some big things are happening.
Is that
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Carly, you're an American treasure.
you guys.
Rosie, we tolerate you. We'll see both
That's
of you
fine.
next
Happy
year.
New Year.
Thank you, guys.
We're back. And again, we're not on tomorrow. No initials tomorrow, but we're back 7 to 9 on Monday to break down Vikings and Packers. See you then.
Bye,
High Noon
everybody.
is next.
Happy New Year. Love you.
KFAN Total